Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Out wide right, it's Cook. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. Under pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Rodgers. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Keelan Russell still looking to his right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Odom. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Turns into the pile. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Needs it. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stuff.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
That's caught. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Russell on play action. Rolls right. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 31, set to kick this one.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Inside, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it way down the field. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. On the ground with the counter. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 33, set to advance on the football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tide ready to roll on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They go play action with Russell. Left side is Rodgers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's talk about Alabama. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Options galore here, 2nd and just a few inches. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And it's blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick give. It's Lacey. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Lacey. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Powers inside. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical.
Ball is loose, and they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over, and they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Russell on play action. Look out! Right side, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He got past the first down marker, but he's got to take it to the house. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Yukon Huskies. And it's Kennesaw State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires it. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Russell. Left side is Jenkins. Across the 35. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
A lot of offensive coaches, man, they'll tell you they like to go 5 wide. You know why? Because they can read exactly what the defense is doing. They spread you all the way out. He read the defense right away, got the ball out quick to his playmaker so he could do his job. Nice job seeing what the defense was doing.
Handed to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Keelan Russell. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Finds space. It's Lacey. He'll be dropped.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Russell. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. Rebels offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, and a move. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Russell gets it to the back. Taken down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
From the gun, running back on the move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell moves to his right. Throwing on the run. Catch in stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Handoff to the single back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Throwing Russell. Got it! They will score! Touchdown tie! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Hits inside. It's Lacey. Makes a man miss. Enough to move the chains. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Lacey. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Snaps on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Rushes on. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just keep slinging it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Sees a crease. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Right back to the well. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Russell from the gun on third down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Drives inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to throw, it's Henderson. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They give it back to him. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Looking for the marker. The offense coughs it up. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. They're all over him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough for the first down, and he's out of bounds. 16 seconds left to get something done.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple.
He's going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Corner's going to give them room.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down to the air. Extending the play. Shoots it to the left. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he is